Same old dry, warm weather today, but there are changes in the forecast. I'll tell you more about it right after this. Hottober continues across north central Texas, but those changes are on the way. We'll take the cooler temperatures and a few showers and thunderstorms, but unfortunately we do have to deal with the heat before we get there. 89, 90 degrees for your highs today. Overnight tonight, 60 to 67 degrees for your lows. And when we look at the records, where we should be, yeah, we're quite a bit higher than we should be. 75, 77 for the norms. The records, we may well tie or beat that in DFW, 89 degrees in 1992. Not quite there in Waco with 94 degrees back in 92 as well. Allergens today, we're looking at juniper, ragweed, a little bit of elm out there. Medium range for today, so right around the same as we have been. I know the ragweed's still bugging you though, so the good news is not much of the other stuff, but yeah, ragweed is pretty dominant, continuing that trend that we've seen the last several days. I've kind of pushed through this because this is what I want to get to, and I know everybody wants to talk about the rain. So here's our step-by-step here for today. The front is there moving through the Panhandle through Oklahoma. That is going to make it here. Now, this is not the front that's going to bring the rain and cooler temperatures. It's going to move in and then stall. It's going to just screech to a halt somewhere in north central East Texas here. It's really hard to tell where these things are going to park until they do. Now, once it moves in, that will be tomorrow. It's just going to kind of hang around, and I do have a 10% chance of a stray shower or two. Really not much, not near enough to change plans. But as that moves in, we'll be seeing a little bit of a difference on either side. Light north winds on the north side, south winds on the south side, really the east and west side as well. So north and west, a little bit cooler, light north winds, south and east of the front, a little bit more humid, maybe some southerly winds there. So I have the forecast as variable for tomorrow. Kind of just be ready for winds out of either direction and maybe a shower or two. I have temperatures right around the mid 80s. I think if we're on the north or west side of the front, maybe closer to the low to mid 80s. I don't think it'll be a big difference either way, but just understand that tomorrow's forecast isn't very firm. It kind of depends on where that front lands. Now, Sunday, that will start to lift back north and east as a warm front, and with it, over the next few days after that, will come very strong southerly winds. So we're going to see 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 mile per hour winds. I should emphasize 10 to 20 mile per hour winds, really, over the course of the next couple of days, especially Monday and Tuesday, and possibly Wednesday as well. Now, Wednesday is when we start to see this next system come in. We'll see it kind of dive into the desert southwest of Four Corners region, as we often see those do, and then that will eject, as we often see them do as well, into the plains, and that's when that could bring in a front that would hopefully, at least it looks right now, bring a decent chance of showers and thunderstorms. It's a low chance. We're on the low end, 20 to 30% chance overall. It's still early though. We're looking at Wednesday, Thursday range. So still on the edges of that 7-day forecast. And so we have to wait and see what's going to happen with the rain coverage, the timing. Don't change any Halloween plans yet. It looks like it could be a wet Halloween, at least for part of the day. I don't think all day is wet, so we'll just have to watch and wait and see what the timing looks like there. And after that, it looks like Halloween's probably around 80 degrees. After that, we're in the 70s. So not half bad to start November, but we do have to get through a little bit of rain, which I'm sure very few people will complain about. So be prepared for this front to kind of sit over us tomorrow. We'll be at the Texas Country, the Crossroads of Texas Country Festival There's a lot there, and I'm still kind of getting the lingo down there, but we will be out there with free Screams tickets. We've got the here it is, the armbands and the other swag that we have out there. I'm announcing some merch updates coming up as well, so you don't want to miss that. Over 200 vendors, food trucks, music, all kinds of really neat shops, tons of stuff going on at downtown Waxahachie tomorrow, so you don't want to miss it, and make sure you come by the South Metro Weather booth as well. Say hello. We'll talk about this crazy weather we've got going on. For kickoff tonight, 82 degrees, right around 7 o'clock, south winds at 5 miles per hour, so not much of a wind factor there, but a little bit warm. And as we get into the weekend here today, pretty warm. Saturday, not quite as warm, but we do have that very low chance of a stray shower or two. 86 degrees for your high there again. That could be variable as well. Sunday, mostly sunny, warming up though, 87, possibly closer to 90 if we can get that warm front moving a little quicker. And then for the rest of the forecast here, Monday, Tuesday, it is going to be warm and it is going to be windy out there, so just be prepared for that. Wednesday, Thursday, that's where we're starting to watch and see what that system out west does, and I'll bring more on that as we come through the rest of the week, because we'll be refining that forecast as we get closer. But for now, just keep in mind there might be a chance of rain on Halloween. Stay tuned this week as we watch for better weather coming soon.